They hurt you. Then they say the magic words, "I didn't mean to," and you forgive them. Again, you believe you are being compassionate. The Stoics would say you are being a fool. They taught a brutal, liberating truth. Intentions are worthless. Only actions matter. In this briefing, I will reveal the 3 Stoic laws of judging actions. Assist them to finally stop listening to their excuses and to start seeing their character. You know this person. Maybe you live with them. Maybe you work with them. Maybe you love them. They are a person of good intentions. They always mean well. They are always trying their best. They have a beautiful garden of words and promises. But the garden of their actions is a barren wasteland. They promise to be on time, but they are always late. They say, "I didn't mean to be disrespectful." They promise to support you, but they are never there when you truly need them. They say, "I wanted to be there, but something came up." They promise to change their hurtful behavior, but the same pattern repeats over and over again. And each time, the cycle is the same. They hurt you with their actions, and then they soothe you with their words. "I didn't mean it." And you, with your good and patient heart, you accept the apology. You forgive the action because you have chosen to believe in the intention. You are not in a relationship. You are in a repair shop, and you are the only mechanic. You are spending your entire life fixing the damage caused by a person who has no intention of learning how to drive. You have been told that this is love, that this is compassion, that this is what it means to be a good person. But the ancient Stoics, who were masters of reality, would call this by a different name. They would call it a delusion. A dangerous delusion that is costing you your peace, your energy, and your one precious life. This addiction to believing in good intentions is a form of hope. It is the hope that the person you see in their words will one day become the person you see in their actions. But this hope is a poison. It keeps you a willing hostage in a prison of disappointment. To break free, we must see the flawed logic of this prison. It is built on 3 great crumbling pillars. They are the lies that keep you trusting words and keep you from seeing the truth. We will now demolish them. The first law is the foundation of all clear judgment. It is the lie that a person's words are the best guide to their character. You believe what people say about themselves. "I am a loyal person. I value honesty. Your happiness is important to me." You take these words as facts. This is a profound strategic error. Words are cheap. They are easy to produce. They are the marketing department of a person's ego. Actions are different. Actions are expensive. They cost time. They cost energy. They cost comfort. Actions are the accounting department. They show you the real hard numbers. And in life, you must always trust the accountant, not the marketing department. A single action can be a mistake. We all make them. A person who is usually on time is late once. That is an accident. It is a data point. A person who is late every single time is not making a mistake. They are demonstrating a pattern. And a pattern is not an accident. A pattern is a choice. It is a habit. A pattern is the quiet, honest confession of a person's true character and their real priorities. Let's make this simple. A friend is always late to meet you. Every time, they have a new, excellent excuse. The traffic was bad. The alarm did not go off. A last-minute call from work. The excuses, the words, are always different. But the pattern is always the same. What is the truth here? The truth is not in the excuses. The truth is in the pattern. The pattern is telling you a simple, clear, and brutal story. My time is more valuable than your time. They would never say these words out loud, but their actions are screaming them. As a man is, so is his talk. Seneca. The Stoic does not listen to the words. The Stoic watches the actions. They collect the data. They look for the pattern. The pattern is the truth. Everything else is just noise. You have been trained to listen to the noise. You must retrain your mind to see only the data. This is your first mission. You will become a pattern detective. Choose one person in your life who consistently lets you down. For the next week, you will completely ignore their words, their apologies, and their good intentions. You will only observe their actions. You will keep a quiet, mental logbook. Does the pattern continue? Or does it change? You are not judging them. You are simply finally gathering the real evidence. The second pillar of this prison is the lie that a good intention cancels out a bad outcome. They hurt you, but they didn't mean to. You believe that their good intention should be enough for you to forgive the bad result. This is a dangerous form of self-deception. It is like drinking a small dose of poison every day. The person giving you the poison says, "I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to poison you." Does their good intention stop the poison from damaging your body? No. The outcome is the same. You are still getting sick. You are not responsible for the intentions in another person's head. That is their world. It is a world you can never truly know. You are only responsible for the consequences in your own life. That is your world. Your job is not to be a psychologist, trying to understand the deep, hidden reasons for their behavior. Your job is to be the guardian of your own well-being. And your only question should be, what is the cost of this person's actions to my peace? They forgot your birthday again. You can spend hours trying to analyze their intention. Were they just busy? Are they mad at me? Are they just a forgetful person? This is a total waste of your life force. It is a pointless, unsolvable game. The Stoic asks a different, more powerful question. What is the cost? The cost is that you feel unimportant. The cost is that you feel hurt. The cost is that your trust is broken. The intention is irrelevant. The cost is real, and your only duty is to protect yourself from the cost. This may mean having a hard conversation. It may mean lowering your expectations. It may mean creating distance. The solution is not to understand their why. The solution is to protect your what. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. You have no power over their intentions. You have total power over your decision to protect your own peace. This is a radical shift from being their therapist to being your own bodyguard. It is the moment you realize that your primary duty is to your own safety and sanity. If you are ready to stop analyzing their motives and start guarding your own life, then you must make a choice. Acknowledge your new role. Go to the comments and make a simple, powerful declaration. Write, I am the guardian. This is your commitment to protect the walls of your own citadel. Now, let us learn the final and most decisive law. The third and final pillar is the most simple and the most brutal. It is the lie that a person's values are what they say they are. People talk great game. My family is the most important thing to me. Honesty is my core value. I am a very spiritual person. These are just words. They are the press release of the ego. The Stoic knows that a person's real values are not found in their words. A person's real values are found in one place, and one place only, their calendar and their bank statement. Where a person spends their time and their money, that is where their real values lie. Everything else is a performance. The father who says his family is his priority, but who spends 80 hours a week at the office and is never home for dinner, does not value his family most. He values his career. His actions confess the truth that his words try to hide. The person who says they value health, but eats junk food and never exercises, does not value health. They value comfort and ease. The person who says they value your friendship, but only calls when they need something, does not value your friendship. They value usefulness. Actions are the great, honest confession of the human soul. They are the one language that cannot lie. Your job is to become a fluent speaker of this language. You must learn to completely ignore the distracting noise of what people say their values are. And you must learn to watch, with the cold, clear eye of a detective, what their actions prove their values are. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. A person is not what they intend to do. They are not what they say they will do. They are what they do, day after day. That is the truth. That is the character. That is the only data you should ever use to make your decisions. Now we move from the fog of their intentions to the solid ground of their actions, from the lie to the truth. 3 practical Stoic rituals to break your addiction to their words and to forge the power of clear judgment into your soul. Choose one key relationship in your life where you feel a constant sense of disappointment. For 1 week, you will keep a simple private log. On one side of the page, you will write down what they said they would do. On the other side, you will write down what they actually did. You will not add emotion. You will not add excuses. You will only record the raw data. Said they would call at 7 p.m. Did not call. Said they valued my opinion. Interrupted me 3 times in the meeting. At the end of the week, you will look at the 2 columns. The data will speak for itself. You are moving from a relationship based on hope to a relationship based on evidence. The next time someone lets you down with their actions, despite their good intentions, you will perform a silent mental reframe. You will not focus on the disappointment. Instead, you will say to yourself, "Thank you for this clear piece of data. You have shown me, again, what your true priorities are. I will use this information to adjust my expectations and protect my own peace." This is not a cynical act. It is a deeply rational one. You are turning your disappointment from a personal wound into a strategic insight. You will now look at the garden of your life. You will see some plants that you have been watering with your time and energy, but that have produced no fruit, only thorns. These are the relationships based on good intentions and bad actions. You will now make the gardener's choice. You have 2 options. You can either drastically reduce the amount of water you give to that plant, or if the plant is truly toxic, you can pull it out of your garden completely. This is not an act of anger. It is an act of wisdom. It is the act of a gardener who knows that his job is to cultivate what thrives and to remove what harms the garden. You are not the therapist for other people's good intentions. You are the guardian of your own precious peace. The lie was that you had to judge their heart. The truth is, you only need to observe their hands. Let them have their beautiful words. Let them have their noble excuses. You are no longer a part of that audience. You are on a different path. The path of the realist, the path of the Stoic, the path of the person who builds their life, not on the shifting sands of promises, but on the solid rock of demonstrated action. The courtroom of intentions is now closed. The laboratory of actions is open. The question is, are you brave enough to believe the evidence? If you are ready to continue this journey, to master the art of clear, unemotional judgment, then subscribe to the Stoic Citadel. This is not a place for believers. It is a training ground for observers. Finally, go to the comments and declare your new, powerful, and clear-eyed principle. Right. I trust actions, not words. Your training continues. You have learned to judge the actions of others. Now, you must learn to judge your own. Your next briefing is on the screen now. Click it to learn the art of radical responsibility.